I've been doing these drive-in shows, these movie theater shows, and my buddy Nick Novicki's been with me, and Nick's a little person, very fun. We started comedy together. It's very fun to be friends with. He very easy to trick. We were once at a coffee shop, and I was sitting near us with a big husky dog, and Nick just goes, "Hey, you think that's a wolf?" And I just said, "Yeah, I do think it's a wolf." They just passed a law that if you can catch a wolf, you can have it as a pet. And he goes, "Should I go ask him about it?" I was like, "I mean, absolutely. You know, I mean, he wants to talk about it. That's why he brought that wolf out here." And I watched him walk over to him and just go, "Excuse me, is that a wolf?" And the guy, I mean, he didn't really know how to answer it. He said, "What? I mean, you think I brought a wild wolf to this coffee shop? And the wolf's just being cool about it? It's not losing its mind right now?" We're doing homework too. Our daughter's starting to bring it all home. Homework, first and second grade was awesome. Third grade, you're like, okay. They throw some stuff in, you're like, oh, all right. All right. It's, okay. Learning it earlier than we used to, huh? Like, I don't even know if that's true, but. She brought home Common Core math. That's fun. It's a new math they invented. No heads up. Give it to parents that never learned it. It's just a whole new. I mean, it's unbelievable. Why when they bring it home, you got to watch a 40-minute YouTube video on Common Core math. I don't even understand it. If you know it, if you don't know Common Core, it's just a new math. And the goal of Common Core is to use one sheet of paper for every problem. You just want to keep breaking the problem down. You put the problem at the top, and it just keeps going. And then what's even funnier is you see old math in the middle of it. As you break it down, old math gets in there, and you're like, oh, do that at the top. I don't even know what we're doing. And it's not like old math isn't working. I mean, old math's doing, I don't get incorrect change everywhere just going, this stupid old math. It's a long way to get at the same answer. I told my wife, it feels like if you knocked on my front door and I opened it, and you said, "Can I come in?" And I was like, "Do you mind walking in and coming in through the back door?" And you'd be like, "Does the front door not work?" I'm like, "No, it works. I use it. A lot of people still use it. But the way is to go jump the fence and come in the back and meet me at this same spot." We take her out. We go do stuff. I would take her to Chuck E. Cheese all the time. You can go there. They had COVID in '84. So you can't even survive in there. That's what... I mean, Chuck E. Cheese is rough. I don't know if you've been there in a while. They look like they're trying to go to business and they can't. They filed bankruptcy and they're still open. They called Blockbuster and they're like, "You get out. We want out." They're updating nothing. That Chuck can is just robotic. I mean, the drummer doesn't even turn on. It just sits like that the whole time. They sell booze to parents now. They just give them buckets of Bud Light. They're drunk in a booth at 9 a.m. And someone drives those kids home. I don't see a bunch of Ubers and Lyfts showing up. There was a Chuck E. Cheese that got caught. If people didn't eat all their pizza, they would just put it back out on the buffet. And that would shut down any normal business. And with Chuck E. Cheese, they have thrived. I mean, when I read the story, I was like, I thought that's what they were doing. I thought we agreed that that's fine. I didn't even know what the article was about. You have to be careful. I just read about, there's this new device you can buy for your car, and it's like a keyless device, and you press it, it's got a heartbeat detector on it. So you aim it at your car, you press it. If it flashes, that means like someone is in your car, and they're going to kill you, all right? It's not going to be good. So you press it. If you want to buy it, it's like $550. If you do not have that money, you can do the old school route, which is just look in the window. It's either way, really. It's up to you. I travel all the time, and if I fly Delta, if I buy a ticket through Delta's system, my name in their system is Nathan, and on my license, my name is Nathaniel. I do not remember making this decision. It's a big deal. You can't just change it. I've tried. I've asked Delta if they could change it, and they're like, we can't change it. And you're like, then I don't know. I don't know where we go from here, you know? If you can't do it, who can do it? I mean, is that why people call senators? Do they do it? I don't know. I took speech in college. I would ride there with my friend, going to a business class or something, whatever you go to. I was like, all right, I'll catch you after speech. And I still say a lot of words wrong. That's what I don't understand. I say poem, which no one ever knows. Poem, like, yeah, P-O-E-M, I go poem. We'll fix that, speech class. What if I want to be a poem writer? What if I have a lot of great poem ideas and no one takes me serious because I'm like, listen to my poems. I say super southern one, oil. I don't even know how to say it, like how to y'all. Oil, O-I-L. Yeah. I go motor oil, like tin full. I mean, Southern Community College, that should be mandatory. Did they fix that? They should write OIL on the board. And I just go, oil. They go, all right, we're going to take care of that, all right? There's a pretty good chance you're going to be working with a lot of that. My wife was with me when I had that job. She's been with me way before where we're at right now. She was in it for the benefits I got at the water company. We've been married 17 years. Thank you. And I know, the longer I'm married, the more I realize why she was put in my life. I would not be here if she was not in my life. I know all of this. Now, I've also become very reliant on her because of this. I don't know anything about me. Like, I don't know what I like and don't like to eat. I mean, someone would be like, you want to try this? And I got to get her involved. And I'm like, I don't think so. I don't know how long to microwave something. I have to ask her every time, as if her family invented the microwave. How long do we microwave this for? And she's like, do it till it's hot. It's like, but I know you know a number, just say the number. I'm either gonna call my mom or you're gonna tell me the number. If she doesn't tell me, I type in 90 minutes and I'll walk away. That's how lazy I was. Recently, I was watching a football game, and I was sitting on my couch, and I was going to get something to drink. Right when I get up to go, one team kicked off to the other team. Before I could get back, they ran a 100-yard kickoff return, and I missed it. Like, the guy ran 100 yards before I could get 3 to maybe 4 yards. That guy also had 11 people really trying not to let him run 100 yards. I had nobody. No one cared what I was doing. When you watch sporting events too, I feel like the commercials that they have, they're like advertising towards like professional athletes. Like they have like running shoes. They're like, oh, you should buy these shoes. Then it shows like an NFL player like running with a tire tied to his back. And you're like, all right, well, how do those shoes look with jeans and sitting down? Because that's how I will be using them. I got to get tire and a rope. That's a lot. That's a lot you're asking. Someone gave me an Under Armour shirt. Do you know those? It's like skin tight. Like it just shows the worst parts of your body. I look better without a shirt on than with that shirt on. Just brutal. You know, like in plastic surgery, how they draw like markers on you and stuff? Like they should just put you in that shirt and be like, obviously you can see where we're gonna go after the target areas. I always tell people I gotta get back in shape, but I mean, I've never been in shape. So most people are like, if I can get back to my 20s, I would have to go back to 7. Like if I could go back to when I was 7, I was killing it. For me, a good workout would be walking to McDonald's would be a great start. You know, maybe stand up and eat it, see if that does something. Instead, I ordered the P90X videos. Thought I could do that. You know, never worked out a day in my life. So let's do what the Navy SEALs do. I did not do it. You know what made me order it? Like, you know in the commercial, you know they show like a before body and then an after body? I was like blown away by the before body. I thought that's what you get to look like. I was like, that guy looks great. Then I saw the after body and I was like, does the before body guy have a DVD? Because that guy looks more my speed, you know? Like, what did he do to get to that? And I'll just do that. I'm excited to be here. I'm from Nashville, Tennessee. And couple, all right. Some people. And we were married, and me and my wife were in Nashville last summer, and we went out on the lake with some of our friends, and we were down in the water, and there was a guy in a boat, like right next to us, and my wife was like, oh, that's my ex-boyfriend in that boat. I didn't know who he was. She didn't have to say anything at all. She was just basically like, are you having fun? Because I would like to put a stop to that and make you stare at this guy the rest of the day. So I'm staring at him, and then I look at her, and she's staring at him. I feel like she's staring at him to see what her life would be like if she didn't marry me. So I started staring at him because I was like, I'm gonna see what my life would be like if I didn't marry her, you know? We were both putting so much pressure on this guy, and we have a daughter. We have a 3-year-old daughter, and we took her to Disney World, and I made the mistake of like telling my friends. They were just like, I don't know why you're taking her, you know, just wasting money. She's not going to remember it. And it's like it's exciting. Like she believes in Minnie Mouse. Like it's fun to see her get excited. Like, what should I do? Should I just put her in a closet and be like, do you remember yesterday? No? Well, until you start remembering things, I'm not going to waste any of my money on you, you know? I live near Montreal. I've been here a few times. Last time I was here, had a bit of a too much of a good time. Is that how you should say it? I was staying here at the hotel, got super drunk, and locked myself out of my hotel room completely naked. And I remember getting all the way out, and then I hear the door shut, which is the most boring noise I've ever heard in my entire life. So I'm standing there, I'm like, what are you gonna do? And I was like on the 7th floor, and I was like, oh, window, I'll just jump out of that, you know? That's easier than talking to my wife about this. And I looked to the left, and there was a cleaning lady, and she's just staring at me. And I'm just like, doing here? And you know why she's there? Because it's like 11 a.m. That's why she's there. That's how far in the day it was. And I looked at her just like, you know, what are you gonna do? Like, this happens to the best of us, right? And she was like, doesn't. It's never happened before. And I don't even have the worst. I don't have like a body either that's like, you're welcome. You know what I mean? Like I did her a favor. I was like, come on, it's your lucky day, all right? Take it in. I do nothing to try to lose weight. I'm just kind of riding it out, seeing what, here's where we're at right now. What I've started doing, though, is I tell people to weigh 300 pounds because, yeah, I'm a pretty dumb guy. Just, I don't think it's pretty obvious. And it's, I think, I've thought about like time travel. Like if I went back in time, knowing everything I know now, I don't think I would make a difference. I don't think you would even hear about it. If I went back to the 20s and I like saw some guy on like an old phone, I'd be like, hey, eventually they have phones you just carry in your pocket. And he'd be like, yeah, how do they do it? It's like, I mean, I don't know. I don't know they're doing it. It's like a satellite or something. And they'd be like, what's a satellite? Well, I shouldn't have even brought that up then. It's like a round metal dish or something that's got to go pretty high in the air. I honestly don't think I could prove I'm from the future. I mean, they would want some proof, you know? Who's the next president? Oh boy. Thank you, everybody. It was unbelievable. I mean, all right, I don't know. I've done comedy for a while. I've done a lot of different shows. They're not, they're not as all exciting as the Tonight Show. I did one in a prison once, like in it, like all the way in it. Like we went to them. Like I didn't like meet them out, you know. So we go in. Let's say you guys are the inmates. So I'm sitting here. I'm like doing my dumb jokes. None of it works. Every joke I have involves being outside in the past 30 years. Like. I'm like, traffic's crazy. You guys remember, people remember traffic here, right? So I'm doing my dumb jokes, and then an inmate gets up and starts walking towards me. I'm like, oh boy, here we go. You know, like he's going to use me to break out. And I don't want to point at him, but no one's like looking, but I am using hand gestures. And like, what do you guys do on this side of the room? Should he be walking up like that? Turns out the bathrooms are behind me. He's a good guy. I judged him on what he was wearing and where we were at. It was my fault. So I'm like against a brick wall. And it's like goes like halfway up, and then the urinals are like all behind here. So then he comes to use the bathroom, and then he comes to the urinal right behind me. So then it's just me and him just looking at everybody, and he peed. He peed without even it was the most confidence I've ever seen in my entire life. I thought, whatever you think this guy did it, all right? That's not, an innocent man doesn't pee like that. That's a guilty, I'm not getting out. I took social media off my phone. I don't, it's too much. Like you walk around and just look at it all day. Facebook, they did a good job. It's a real good company. And Facebook's just too much. It's either everybody's best or worst days of their life. You know, like you're either like, I'm getting married or my house is on fire. No one's like, today's normal. Nothing happened. I have no strong opinions about anything. My wife gets mad because she was like, you don't like any of my photos on Facebook. And it's like, is this not enough? Like us just being married and living together? It's like, you know, how much, and I did like it. When we took it, I said, I liked that photo. Like I told you that. I'm in the photo. There's not much more than I can do in this photo's life. We've been married for 10 years, and we still fight. Like when you're married, fighting is open 24 hours, anytime. We got in a fight recently at 3 a.m. We woke up to get in this fight, and we have
we live in Nashville, and we have a dog that freaks out when it thunders. So it was like thundering. So we have sedatives to give her because there's only so many times you can tell a dog it's just thunder before you're like, just take this. Hope this works. I'm not going to hold you through it, you know. So I wake up. And I had asked my wife, I was like, hey, where are the sedatives at? And she was like, they're at the top of the cabinet. So I go get them. When I get them, I looked at the bottle, and the bottle said they were expired. So I had to like wake her back up. And I was like, hey, these say they're expired. And she was like annoyed. She was like, they're not expired. Those are new pills in an old pill bottle. And I was like, all right, you know, I should have thought of that. That's my fault. People come to our house all the time and they get milk and they're like, is this milk expired? And I have to go, that's new milk in an old milk jug. Are you the stupidest person I've ever met in my life? How could you not figure that out? That's basically what I told her. It wasn't as fun as that, you know, but that was the gist. And instead of just saying, you're right, that's a logical statement, she dives all in and tells me it doesn't matter because dog medicine can't even expire, which she's never even heard a rumor about that. She doesn't know that. We don't know any dog medicine people. I know who she knows, and we don't know one dog medicine maker that's like texting her like, let me tell you a little secret about dog medicine. We've invented medicine that can't expire. All right, thank you guys so much.
So I'm 41 years old. And when I turned 40 was the first age I did not want to turn. I remember my parents turning 40, it just feels old. And it's also the age that you do realize everybody you're talking to, you are older than. Before you're 40, I think everybody you talk to is your age. And the reason when you turn 40, you're just older than that person. I'll just be talking to them like, remember that? It's like 97, 98. They go, I wasn't born yet. You're like, golly, are you serious, dude? In my eyes, we look the same. Where's your dad at? Let me talk to him, because I swear I thought you were my age. You know what it is? Here's what it is. Guys, we're just not good. Guys are not good at marriage, all right? It's not our fault. We weren't prepared for it like women are. Your whole life is built just preparation for marriage. Look at every toy you played with. When you're a baby, they give you a baby doll. So they give you a baby when you're a baby. You don't even know you're alive yet, and they're like, look, I would probably start figuring this out. Like, this is where it's going. Then they give you Barbie and Ken. They live in a little house together, and that is where you learn how to make drama. You get... you get the best. You're the best. Then you would play house. Like you would like fake vacuum. Just fake vacuum with your friends. And that was awesome. And it's weird because like when I see like vacuum now, I'm like, she is living her childhood dream. She's made it. As a guy, we don't have any of that. Like, what do we play? Fort? You got to keep everybody out of where you are. Especially girls. The only toys we had were Transformers and Ninja Turtles. Those are not even real things. None of them had wives. They weren't married. I never played with my Ninja Turtles, and I had them going to fight Shredder. And then Michelangelo was like, hey, can y'all give me 2 seconds? My wife just showed up, and she looks furious about something. What do you want from me? And she's like, what are y'all doing? That April skank doing here? You're like, listen. She's a reporter. I do my own laundry. Thanks. Thank you. I think that's what it deserves. My mom did my dad's laundry, so I thought all wives do husband's laundry. And I've always done my own. And to be honest, I felt it had been forgotten about over these past 17 years. The sacrifice I was making that other husbands didn't have to make. One day, I was like driving home and it popped in my head. And I was like, all right, I'll bring that up.
I mean, I didn't bring it up that day, you know. I was like, I'm sure there will be a time where we'll be in some fight, I'll be losing this fight, and then, I just come, I'm like, I do my own laundry. She's like, fight's over. You win, I forgot how good I got it. So I sit on it for like 6 months, like a long time. We finally get in a fight. I don't remember the fight was about, nothing. I don't know. It wasn't laundry. I remember that. So I'm losing this fight. And so in my head, I'm like, this is it. I mean, I was sad to see it go. That's how good I felt. I felt bad for her. I mean, I was like, she thinks she's winning. I'm about to drop a bomb on her right now. So just out of nowhere, I just go, I do my own laundry. And I said it like, they don't make them like this no more. I was shocked that it started a second fight I never saw coming. We do laundry very differently. She'll read the labels, I'll wash a rug and a suit together. I don't know. You don't put your shoes in there? Put your shoes. The washing machine's always a foot from the wall when I get done. It's like, that was a lot of stuff you put in there, you know? Yeah. And look, it's almost all wet. So, I love doing stand-up comedy. I love it. And the job I had, the last serious job, the job I will go back to when all this falls apart. I was a water meter reader. Thank you. This job the title was the description of what you do. People would ask, I'm a water meter. Yeah, what's that? Let me tell you what it is, all right? We're gonna read water meters. It's 100% of the job. So back when I did it, it was in Wilson County, Mount Juliet, Tennessee. And so back when I did it, I would have to park the truck and get out of a neighborhood, run through a neighborhood and type in how much water every house uses. So it's 2001. Obviously, 9/11 happened. If you're old enough, you remember when 9/11 happened, the whole country got very scared that there's going to be more attacks. Well, we did as well in Wilson County. We figured they just went to New York, obvious next stop, Mount Juliet, Tennessee. And they are going to poison our town's water. So they got all of us water meter readers to guard the water tanks. I really did this. I stood just in a dark field, alone, waiting for the Taliban to show up. No weapons, no training. They gave us a lantern. A lantern. That does nothing but shows your body as you hold it up. I can't see 2 feet in front of me. If someone's got a gun, just shoot at the only light in that field. I'm gonna put it over my heart to see. I'm like, what's going on? I mean, I think, like, to this day, I always say, what did they want us to do? Call the Mount Juliet police. Osama is here. He got past our lanterns. He's in the water tank. He knew how to open. We were surprised by that, but he knew what he was doing. I mean, I think what I saw growing up, I mean, we would go watch, my dad's a magician. So we would go watch my dad do magic at the Wilson County Fair, which county fairs are great. If you've never, they're still going around. I don't think the government knows about them, but I mean, we ride these rides that were on the interstate an hour ago. I don't know anything about history. And I can tell because every history movie I watch on the edge of my seat. What is gonna happen? I watched Pearl Harbor. I was as surprised as they were, you know?
I remember I would fall out of a bunk bed. I slept in a bunk bed. I was on a bunk, and I would get over a railing and just fall 6 feet to the ground and just land. I mean, you don't catch yourself. It's just whatever hits first. All your body weight just lands on your head. I got a full-blown concussion. I'm crying. My parents are like, just go back to a deep sleep for 7 hours. I've had concussions in my life, and none of them because of sports. Just living life, man, you know? Stuff happens to your head. What are you gonna do? One was in high school. I got pushed into a wall head first. It took them 3 class periods to figure out I had a concussion. That's how much I was bringing to the table. I mean, 2 teachers didn't even notice. And the third one was like, he wasn't forward. And that's when I realized he's one of the better facer forwards I've ever had. So I knew. My biggest concussion was when I was 12 years old. I fell down. I grew up in Old Hickory, Tennessee, and we used to climb down this cliff into Old Hickory Lake, and we'd done it a ton of times. And so one day I slip and fall. So my friend that I'm with, he goes and gets my mom. They're fishing in a boat down in the lake, and so he sees me and he gets me into the boat. And he takes me over to some stairs, which he had to be like, why didn't he just use these stairs? I mean, they were right next to that cliff. Like, it didn't even make sense. There was 2 guys at the bottom of the steps, and he goes, hey, this kid fell. Can you carry him up? So they carry me up, and my mom's in an ambulance in her pajamas. My dad, who I think everybody knows now is a magician, and he's doing a show in a full tuxedo. So when they get to the hospital, the doctor starts talking to my parents. I mean, my mom looks homeless. My dad's in a tuxedo. It looks like they're divorced and someone's not paying child support. So we have never known who was in the boat or the guys that carried me up those stairs. We've never known who it was. And we always wanted to thank them. I mean, those guys truly saved my life. And we could just never find out who it was. So we've never known. So I tell you that to tell you, last year, my dad he's doing a show. He does these magic shows in prisons. So he's doing a show in a prison. And during the show, one of the inmates just stands up and says, I know your son. Which is probably not the best place as a father to hear that. Just like, I know your boy. He keeps his mouth shut. He's good people. So my dad, he goes, hey, he's like, all right. He goes, how do you know my son? And he was one of the guys that carried me up those stairs that day. I mean, I promise, I was 12 years old, and we've never known who carried me up those stairs. And it was him and his brother. And then his brother saw me on the Tonight Show and was like, that's that kid that we carried up those stairs that day. So pretty crazy. And so since then, I've been actually bringing him out to shows. I bring him out tonight. And no, he's not here. He's in prison. But yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Look, he would love to be here, trust me. I mean, yeah, he'd kill to be here, to be honest. But there's one day I'll get him. I did find out why he was in prison, which was crazy. It was that same day. They just carried a body down those stairs. And you can imagine the frustration to then be handed another body. And yeah, and you're like, dude, are you serious right now? Like, we just did this, man, you know? All right, that part I made up. But the rest of it's true.
It's great having I've been married for 7 years, and so now we just have a 1-year-old daughter. So it's getting pretty serious, and this is way over the edge. We were living in New York when my daughter was to be born, but I'm from Tennessee, so we flew home, and my daughter was born in Tennessee. I didn't want her to be born in New York. Like, I don't need her growing up thinking she's baby. So I was like, you start where we start, all right? That. It was wild. Does anybody have kids here? Or a couple? One? The rest is like when this city dies. All right. Yeah. It's wild. I remember on the way to the hospital, I told my wife, I was like, look, I don't want to see anything. All right. It's going to be gross. I wish it was like the 50s when they didn't even let men in the hospital. But it's not. Now, like, doctors are like, do you want to deliver the baby? We'll do most of it. They just pull the baby out, and then they just tell you, they're here, cut the umbilical cord. They just tell you to do it like real fast. Like, I didn't take a class. They just act like I'm the guy that cuts umbilical cords at the hospital. I almost cut the wrong part, and they were like, that's not. I was like, oh, maybe, you did go to doctor school for this. I'm doing minor surgery right now. And then they just hand you your baby, and they're like, all right, we'll see ya. And that's when you're like, I'd really like your help now. Like, I need you to live with me or something like that. The first question I asked, they should have probably kept, I was like, how much do you feed it? That'd be a lot. I was buying a hamster at a pet store. The big thing they tell you, the thing they say, they're really big on they're like, whatever you do, let's just try not to shake this baby. That's like the #1 goal. And they tell it to you, like, they're almost like, obviously you're going to want to shake baby, but it would be so awesome if you just did not shake this baby. That would be. And then they get a video of a guy that's like, here's what I do instead of my baby. Like I take walks, for instance. I walk 70 miles or something. I walk a lot. Then I signed a certificate, like I was in kindergarten, that said, all right, I promise, I swear to God, I won't shake the baby. Asking me about this. I've never heard the word shake so much in my entire life. That's all it's about. And the first night home, she was like, you're like delirious, you're just confused and tired, and she's crying for 6 hours. And I was like sitting there, I was like, wait, are we supposed to shake this baby? When we do it, this seems like when you would do it. But we didn't. We didn't shake her, so cool. We have rocked aggressively, but she had to go. Went to the doctor to get when she was 9 months old. You have to do a 9-month-old checkup. So we go to the doctor, and she has to get a shot. And it's the worst when babies get shots because they don't know what's going on. She's just looking it up this day's going unbelievable. What could go wrong? What could go wrong? Why would anything go wrong? And then you're looking at her like it's about to go wrong. You don't even sort of think how wrong it's going to be. So she gets the shot. So we go to her, because we're going to hold her and console her. But she doesn't. She's just fine with the shot. And we're just sitting there, the doctor's surprised. My wife's I was like, maybe. We should also see if she's going to be when they get a shot. Maybe that's what we should look into. That make you nervous?
I would cry if you gave me a shot. Pretty fine with pain at 9 months old. Like in 20 years, I'm either going to be telling her, like, look, we love you so much and we're happy that you've accomplished everything. Or I will be on the news going, we love it, but you need to turn yourself in right now. Just do the right.
Oh, me and my buddy, we rented a car. He's driving. On the way out there, I see a dead horse just laid out in this guy's yard. And I've never seen that before. And I was like, man, I bet you don't think about that when you buy a horse, it dying. You know, what do you do? That's a huge thing, dying in your yard. You can't just shoot it off into the woods with your foot and try to get another one that matches before the kids come home. You have to tell your wife to keep the kids away for a month. You got to Google how to move a dead horse. You got to probably try to get another horse to help you do it. And that's not easy. That's what the blinders were invented for, because it's like, just look ahead. Don't worry about what's going on back. No, look. You gotta get your friends to help you do it, and you can't spill the beans too quick on that. You think it's hard for them to help you move a couch? Try a dead horse. You gotta lie to them, like, we're getting a divorce. Just come over. Bring your truck and some gloves. And when they get there, let me tell you, they're gonna see it, all right? Everybody saw it. It was next to the road. And they're gonna pull into that driveway and just be like, I don't think they're getting a divorce at all. I think we're here to move that dead horse is what I think. Let's let him bring it up, all right? Make him ask. But I'll be shocked if we don't touch that dead horse today. And if you ever have to move a dead horse, I've thought a lot about all this. You want to be the first one to the horse, all right? You don't want someone else to tell you where to grab a dead horse. So you run out there like you love it. Like you're like, this is what I hoped it was. And get to the hoofs in the front and be like, all right, I'm here. You guys decide where you guys want to be. I told one guy that. He tried to tell me that was for, like, when people leave their babies in the car. Like, you know, like when you go out and you're like, I cannot remember if I brought my baby today. And I don't want to walk all the way back and check. Like, what if it's not there? If it's not there, I'm going to look like a jackass in front of my friends. I wish I could check secretly without everybody knowing. Here's my method for if someone's going to hide in my car and kill me. It's a huge fear of mine. So what I do is right when I start my car, I have Journey, Don't Stop Believing in my CD player. So right when I start it, it's right on the Don't Stop Believing part, because that's a great song. Like, you could commit a murder to that song. That is that good of a song. That guy would want to, and then he would, like, just be furious. He'd just get up and be like, look, that's a really good tune. All right, you got me. And then he'd climb up front with you, and you become friends. And that's just a neat story. How do you know Dennis? Dennis, he was a murderer. Turns out, pretty big Journey fan. Actually a good guy once you get to know him. He's good. He's a good guy. Thank you. We took a trip to Florida, to Fort Lauderdale. And her and our daughter are flying from Nashville, where we live. And I'm flying from Detroit. We're meeting at Fort Lauderdale's airport. I have to find them when they land. So I called her because I was about to take off. And I was like, all right, what time do you guys leave? She goes, noon. And it was 11:30 and they're still at home. I was like, Laura, I don't know if you even know what an airport is. But if that plane was in our driveway, I don't think you could make it. And she said, that's what time we leave for the airport. Our flight's not till 1:30. And I was like, all right. So what do you think I wanted to know when I asked that? Is that what you thought the best time you could give me was a time that means nothing to nobody? What time did you go to bed last night? Just tell me that. I'll just look up all the planes that land in Florida, and I'll guess which one I think you're on. She said, I'm sorry I don't talk the way you want me to talk. I'm like, I want you to talk like a regular person, all right? Like you've been around people before, you know? We didn't talk in Florida, I'll tell you that.
She's good at not talking to me. She can go a long time. She could do her whole marriage career.
I just want to buy stuff and her not know I bought it. And that's so hard. I think if I knew the name of my bank, I could do it. But I gotta go through her to get that information. I poke around, I'm like, if I had a bank, what bank do you think I would go to? I also once a week walk into a bank, hello, is my money in this bank?
Our daughter's still in our bed too, and parents don't like that when you say it. They're like, you got to keep them outside, don't look at them. It's my fault. So we had a kid late in life. We have one kid, and so we're kind of hitting all the sites. And I would be, when I get home, travel a bunch, and I get home, I'd want us to all sleep in the bed together. And I've kind of built up a habit now, and it's happening. So it's tough though, because kids don't know how to sleep. I mean, she makes king bed feel like a twin. I mean, I'm on the edge. When I sleep alone in a hotel, I have to sleep with my head on the nightstand. It's the only way I know how to go to bed. She gets size upside down. If you woke up upside down tomorrow, you would go to the hospital. She's also apparently going through menopause because she's the hottest human being that's ever lived. I mean, I'm freezing at night. She just kicks all the covers off, and you're like, yeah, no, you go ahead. It's your bed. We're lucky to be in it. She's got to, at some point, you know, I don't know. She'll be 37 years old. Hey, can I get in the bed with you guys? Her kids are upstairs asleep in their bed. Her husband left a while ago. He ain't gonna put up with that. I thought I was gonna breeze through security, but I got held up just because I'm in front of me. And he goes through the metal detector, and it goes off. And so they asked him, they're like, do you have anything metal on you? And he goes, I have keys on me, my keys. I thought he was going to say like his knee or hip, you know, just old people have metal in them a lot. And he goes, keys? Do you think that would do it? You're like, I mean, I think that would be the #1 answer on Family Feud of what would set a metal detector off. Keys? I told him, I was like, look, let's try it with and without it. I'd love to know. You know, maybe they've been lying to us about this key thing. So now we are basically at Mount Rainier. That was the whole car ride. And if you ever go, just so you know, you have to pay to go up it. It's not a free mountain. Someone bought it, and they're charging tickets. It's also all uphill. It's a nightmare. So be ready for those things. We drive up, we park, and we're walking up the trail. So went up it halfway. I mean, I can barely breathe. And this couple's coming down, so I stopped them. I was like, hey, is this enough where we're at? You know, is this like, you get it. Like, we're not trying to live on this mountain. And the lady goes, I'm 75 years old, and I did it. And I was like, all right, maybe that's why you didn't hear the question that I asked. Everybody's pretty cocky on the way down. I mean, there was women with babies. They had 3-month-old babies strapped to their chest. I was like, why would you bring that much extra weight with you? I left my wallet in the car. They looked exhausted. I'm surprised they're not just babies left up there and rangers have to come down. Whose baby's this? That's ours. We're gonna let it grow up and come down on its own.
What's up? Thank you, everybody. Very excited to be out here. Love getting to travel a bit. I've been to a lot of different countries lately, and it's always weird because like every time I go to another country, I don't never know where it's at. Because I'm from Tennessee. I didn't learn about countries in school. I learned about Tennessee. I learned about the states that touched us in case they attacked. And then I was told the rest was Europe, and that's where the gays were made. So, yeah, it was like a different book that I had. I'm married as well. I've been married for 5 years now. It's getting pretty serious. So, yeah, I've been with my wife actually since I was 21, and I'm 32. So I've actually never dated another girl. I realize I have no dating jokes though, you know, and like I have like one, Like, hey, you ever go on your first date ever with a girl and marry her? Did nobody? Nobody? Don't try to other people. My wife always tried to test my love, too. Like, she asked me recently if I would take a bullet for her. And, yeah, like, for one, first of all, she runs with a pretty rough crowd, so it's probably going to happen. So I, like, had to think about it, and I told her yes. But, like, honestly, the only reason I said yes was because, all right, like, I don't know how fast a bullet is, like, exactly. But it's, like, pretty fast, right? Like, you don't hear a gun go off, and you're like, oh, I should get over there and get in front of that, right? So all I gotta do is like stand there, like she'll get shot, right? So she'll go down. I just gotta dive immediately after she goes down. So she goes, I go. I'll be like, did I get it? I'll feel around. I know her. She's gonna be pissed at me about it. And she's gonna be like, no, you didn't get it, like you get nothing. I'll be like, oh, great, we're in a fight now. All right, well, maybe that wasn't reasonable to ask me to do. Did you ever think of that? It's a bit unrealistic, all right? How fast do you think I am? If you want to ask a realistic question of someone to protect you, you should be like, hey, would you take a sword for me? That's much more realistic. You're going to see a sword. If you ever get stabbed by a sword, you knew you were near a sword for at least half an hour. No one pulls a sword out. You're like, I didn't know you had that sword. No, everybody knew, all right? Sword people were the worst. And if you're thinking about getting married, here's what I think marriage is like. Marriage is like, you ever go to a concert and you see a mosh pit and you're like, oh, you know what? I'm going to go get in that mosh pit. But then once you get in it, you're like, I do not want to be in this mosh pit at all. I'm going to leave and go get some beer. And then the mosh pit's like, well, didn't you drink last night? You're like, all right, mosh pit, why don't you get off my back? I'm crying. I like to drink it up, too. I'm a big fan. My wife's actually mad at me right now because I went out drinking like a few nights ago, and I stayed out crazy late. So I'm going to read. I have a sequence of text. I'm going to read just to see if we can figure out where she got mad. The first text, my wife was at work at 3:03 p.m. She texted, are you awake? 3:10 p.m. I texted, just got done jogging. I did not. 3:12 p.m. she texted, jog to the kitchen and do the dishes. She's funny. 7:04 p.m. I texted, I gotta go do comedy. 7:08 p.m. she texted, have good shows, I love you. So there's no fight right there. That's sweet and fun. Now, I think she got mad somewhere over the next 11 hours. Because I did not resurface until 6:16 a.m. I texted, I on my house. 6:17 a.m. she texted, are you drunk? 6:19 a.m. I texted, you're drunk. That's good. 6:22 a.m. she texted, we need to talk in the morning. 6:24 a.m. I texted, it is morning. 6:27 a.m. she texted, sleep on the couch. I was like, oh boy. That's when I knew I was in trouble, guys. But we've been together a long time. I know how to fix all this stuff. So the last text I sent, 6:31 a.m., I texted, whatever, dude. All right, thank y'all very much, guys.
50-50 if my zipper's up or down anymore. It's a true flip of the coin. I don't know what's happening. I've zipped up my whole life. And now, just head, I'm like, all right, I'll see you boys later. Just head out. Take my pants off and they come off easy. I'm like, oh, that was 4 hours I was walking around like.
I can't wait. I can't wait to get back to the old days of just not doing good inside a building. That's all you want, you know? There's one of the last like kind of bombs I had. I was doing it. So as comedians, we do a lot of corporate events, and I was doing this corporate event in Tampa, Florida, and it was for this guy. He ran Tampa's electricity or something. I don't know what anybody does, but he invented the electricity in Florida. So yeah, he's doing real good. And He was a very nice guy. He was very generous. He was all his employees. He was raffling off 2 cars. He gave away a bunch of TVs, iPads. I mean, honestly, probably $100,000 worth of gifts he was giving back to his employees. Very nice. Well, I was one of these gifts that he was giving back. So in the middle of giving this stuff away, he stops and goes, all right, got a big surprise for you. Can't believe we got this guy to come here. And he's me out. I mean, nobody's heard of me at all. I mean, they're all looking at it like, I think I could get this guy to come to my house. I mean, who is...
I live in Nashville, and I travel a lot of hotels. Every hotel I go in, I ask if they have a gym. Like, I'm like, you guys got a gym? I don't even have clothes to work out in. And it's just because other people are standing there, so I like to ask. I don't work out. I don't know if I have to say it. I'm lazy. I realized I was watching a football game once, and I'm sitting on my couch, and I was going to get something to drink out of the refrigerator. And right when I get up to go get something to drink, one team kicked off to the other team. Before I could get back, the guy ran a 100-yard kickoff return, and I missed it. That guy ran 100 yards before I could get 3 to maybe 4 yards. He also had 11 people really trying not to let him run 100 yards. I don't even have an ottoman. It was wide open. Couldn't make it. I did play sports growing up, though. I tried to play basketball for my school, but I got cut every year. So I had to play for my church, because the church cannot cut you. They have to let you play. Or maybe cut you, I don't know. You'd be pretty bad if they're like, look, we think you're good, but Jesus does not think you're that good. And he is our captain. I played baseball too. When I was 13, I was playing baseball, and one time I was up to bat, and I get walked. So I take my base, I get to first base, I turned around, and the catcher was still standing there, and he was holding the ball. And he's like staring at me, like he was like daring me to run, like he was like, go, I bet you can't make it. And I was like, all right, man, I'm gonna go. So I just ran. When I ran, he threw it to second base. Ball goes in the outfield. So then I run to third base. The outfield grabs the ball. They overthrow third base. My third base telling me to go home. This is about to be an inside the park home run off a walk. I'm gonna be on SportsCenter. This is the biggest thing that's ever happened in baseball. I slide, there's a play at the plate, and that's when the umpire tells us that it was only ball 3. I swear. It's a true story. So we all have to get up. I'm like dirty for no reason. I gotta go get my bat right where I left it. I gotta bat again. It's 3 balls, 2 strikes. Next pitch, immediately kick out. I'm exhausted and over baseball. And I just looked at the ump and he was like, you can go now. I learned though that day, that if you're confident, you can get away with quite a bit. Because no one tried to stop me, and they should have, They knew I wasn't supposed to go. That's why the catcher was holding the ball, because he was like, I don't supposed to be going yet, right? And then I just ran to second. He's like, I'm wrong. No one's that dumb, And then he just launched to the outfield, who's barely paying attention. They think it's a hit, and the umpire figures it out. It's just easier to let me get all the way back to him, Let me feel what it would feel like. What was great too? No one ever told the parents. They never explained it. They were cheering. It's a pretty exciting play to watch. And then they just see me slide into home and then just stand up and bat again. They just are like, is that just a rule in baseball? I don't even know.
You know what it is? Here's what it is. Guys, we're just not good. Guys are not good at marriage, all right? It's not our fault. We weren't prepared for it like women are. Your whole life is built just preparation for marriage. Look at every toy you played with. When you're a baby, they give you a baby doll. So they give you a baby when you're a baby. You don't even know you're alive yet, and they're like, look, I would probably start figuring this out. Like, this is where it's going. Then they give you Barbie and Ken. They live in a little house together. And that is where you learn how to make drama. You get... You get the best. You're the best. Then you would play house. Like you would like fake vacuum. Just fake vacuum with your friends. And that was awesome. And it's weird because like when I see like vacuum now, I'm like, she is living her childhood dream. She's made it. As a guy, we don't have any of that. Like, what do we play? Fort? You got to keep everybody out of where you are, especially girls. The only toys we had were Transformers and Ninja Turtles. Those are not even real things. None of them had wives. They weren't married. I never played with my Ninja Turtles, and I had them going to fight Shredder. And then Michelangelo was like, hey, can y'all give me 2 seconds? My wife just showed up, and she looks furious about something. What do you want from me? And she's like, what are y'all doing? That April skank doing here? You're like, listen, she's a reporter. My parents are in their 60s, and when your parents hit their 60s, just so you know, you kind of realize that you go, all right, I'm in charge of this family now, you know? They don't give it up. They don't offer it away. They just start doing stuff that you're like, you know. We went to the store the other day, and we walked back to the car. We were in the store for an hour. We walked back. The driver's side door is wide open. He drove, opened the door to go inside, and just kept walking. He's been driving for 50 years. And I know cars are getting crazy, but one thing that stayed the same all these 50 years is you got to open and shut that front door. My dad wore my mom's pants to a funeral. That was the day that I was like, look, we can't listen to this guy no more, you know? We got to go get him. He doesn't know what's happening. It usually starts happening when you start doing the holidays at your house instead of your parents' house. That's when it starts happening. And so my parents, once we did that, they downsized into a 2-bedroom townhome. So they still want to do Thanksgiving at their house, but they don't have the room for us. There's like 20 of us. It's like a college kid being like, do you want to do Christmas in my dorm room? There's a table for 4, and then they have to put a train of TV trays and nightstands that just weaves down this hallway. I mean, you're sitting on stairs. We made the kids go eat in the car. We just go back and they can't even eat inside. My mom didn't have ketchup. I was like, everybody just has ketchup. It just comes in houses. If I went to some alcoholic's house, he would have ketchup. His whole family would be gone. But I would say, do you have ketchup? He'd be like, I'm not that gone, man. Our daughter in 3rd grade, and for 1st grade, she started taking the bus. And it was the first time she ever took the bus. So if you know as a parent, you walk a stop, it's very fun. And so we got her on the bus. She went to school. At the end of the school day, someone from the school called my cell phone. They have my cell phone, they have my cell phone. They called my cell phone, and she said, hey, do you know what bus number your daughter's supposed to be on? And I said, I'm her dad. I said, are you crazy? I was like, this is how you thought you would get this information, was to call the dad? You saw a mom and dad's cell phone. You go, I bet the dad knows. I was like, do you have parents? Have you ever seen a family before? You thought, let's call the husband? Unless there's 2 husbands, you should never call a husband a day in your life. I would rather you ask a lady that doesn't. I think she could get to the bottom of it quicker than I can. I had to go get her. I go, all right, I'll come get her. Tell me the name of this school and I'll come get her. Where does she go?
Last time you said you're going to cut down on sugar and you're going to get into health. You look fantastic.
Thank you.
You look
it's gotten better. I still just meltdowns where I'll still go to McDonald's, went to a McDonald's, and I had to open my door one time because my window wasn't broke. That was pretty sad. That's sad for me and them. It's like me and the McDonald's worker are all just like, what are we doing with our life? Like, they shouldn't see your whole body in a drive-through window. They shouldn't, you just have to open it and you're like,
and you just take all the food, and they see your shoes, and you're like,
Yeah, I'm sorry.
you're like, I don't know, dude. I should have just not done it. The one day my window goes down every day on earth of my life. And the one day it doesn't, I'm like, well, I'll probably do a drive-through that day. And
You're glutton for punishment, man. That's terrible.
it's brutal.
That's terrible.
But I have better. I'm 43. 43, you still think you're young. You know, like I'll hang out like a 23-year-old and I'm like, you get it, dude? We're just a couple young dudes kicking it. And some guy will be like, I'm 45. I'm like, beat it, old man. I can't believe that guy had the nerve to hang out. You know, let's go sit down a little bit. I went and got a physical, and after your 40s, I'll tell you, before 40, you go through like a drive-through window. It's like they're just like, you move your neck and they're like, come on, man, you're wasting everybody's time, all right? Go live a life. And then you pass 40 and the doctor's like, you mind shutting that door behind you? You know, he's like, I'd lock it, we're about to get after it. And it was the first time I've ever been talked to old. And so it was just me and him. And he goes, do you pee a lot at night? And I was like, did my dad just walk in the room? Like, how old? You know, I've never peed at night in my life. I was like, how about pee till the sun goes down? But I did. I was like, but, you know, just so I know, what is a lot? What is a big amount? And I'll tell you what, he's ruined me. I only pee at night now. I would love to pee during the day. My body's like, today, we'll get it out tonight, don't worry. A pizza party is my nightmare. I'll have friends over for pizza. I'll be like, all right, we got to order pizza. And she goes, how much? I go, order the most. I don't want her out of pizza in front of my friends. And she goes, just call and ask them. I go, I can't call these 40-year-old dudes and just be like, how much pizza do you think you're going to eat tonight? They have a family. They work in a building right now. And you may just call them back, do you have big lunch today? Nah, I would try to save money, so I need to know exactly how much pizza you're going to eat in 8 hours.
On a sadder note of sorts, we had to put our dog down recently, and it's a tough thing to do. You know, nothing was wrong with her. I'm just really busy right now, and she was very sick. That was a joke. All right, that was a joke. She would have loved that joke, so don't you worry about it. That's the type of humor she had. She was a rescue. It's not your labradoodle humor, all right? A little darker. She was a wonderful dog. We loved her, and her name was Annie. And the reason we got her was my sister worked at a vet, and people do put dogs down for no reason. So if someone brought a dog in that was fine, they just didn't want it. My sister couldn't do it, so she would walk the dog back and then just steal the dog. I don't know the laws on all that, but I'm sure now people are finding out that their dog's still alive right now. So we got Annie. Annie was getting put down. She was a hunting dog, and she was terrible at it. And she was bred to be a hunting dog, and she was just like a misfit toy that just didn't do it. She got shot once, and that's because the guy, he would be like doing target practice, and then she'd just walk in front of the targets, and he would hit her. He's like, what are you doing? And she's like, what are you doing? She had no awareness about her, the senses that dogs have. We had turkeys in our backyard once, and I let her out to go chase these turkeys. You know, retired hunting dog, figured that's fun. And we have a very normal backyard. It's not Yellowstone Park. You can see all of it at all times. Push her out, and she just pees and then comes back in the house. Never sees the turkeys. And I'm just looking at her you didn't feel anything? Nothing was going? I sensed it as a human on the couch. I felt there was turkeys outside. You want to take just one lap around, see if... The guy used her a lot for duck hunting. So he would shoot a duck. She's supposed to run and go get it and then bring it back. So what I like to picture is he shoots the duck. She runs out, comes back, no duck. And she's like, I don't even know what we're doing. All right, I did not. A million things flew in the air when you shot that gun. And I'm supposed to know which one you hit. And the guy's just looking at her. And then she's like, you're not even the guy that I came out here with. Do you see, is there another guy out here by any chance?
And wives are the ones that keep it together the longest in a relationship. If you see an old married couple, like 80-year-old, they're 80, the wife is just, she's with it. And her husband, where are we at right now? Like I mean, our brains fall off a cliff, dude. Like she's the only reason he's out is because she's like, you better get out and let people see you a little bit. It's like some zookeeper walking some old gorilla around. Let the kids touch you. Everybody's trying to don't feed him now. Well, I think he wants it. He definitely wants it. He's too dumb to know he can't have it. I had a hard time in school. When I barely graduated, got into a community college, barely got into a college they have to let everybody in.